Hello. Hello again. This is Britt. And I, as I threatened yesterday, will be doing more videos on my blog. And this is going to be the first in a series called Interpretive Rants. So this is part one of Interpretive Rants. I have about 3 or 4 of these I have kind of scheduled to go. And basically, this is going to be a series of scriptures that are consistently taken out of context by many people within Christianity and teaching and those kind of things. And just as a personal student of the Bible and of the scriptures, it just bugs me. I just get annoyed. And so I thought, just for fun, I would go through some of these. So again, if I do one every day, we'll see. But this first one is 1 Corinthians 2:9, and I'll just read it to you. It says, "It is written, eye has not seen, nor ear heard, nor have entered into the heart of man the things which God has prepared for those who love him." And that is a scripture taken from Isaiah 64:65. And that is in 1 Corinthians, where this scripture is often used to describe the things that we can't know. There's just all these things that we can't know about God, and this scripture is used. And not that I have a necessary problem believing that there's things that we don't know about God and that we need to learn and all these kind of things, but that's really not the point of Paul including this scripture, okay? The whole context of what Paul is getting at in this chapter of these first 2 or 3 chapters really of 1 Corinthians is the power of the Spirit of God. And that what we have in the gospel, what we have in the new covenant within the Spirit, actually is more powerful than anything else. Any words of man, any knowledge of man, any wisdom of man, any thinking of the Jew or the Gentile, the cross and the thought and the mind of Christ and the Spirit supersede all of these things. But we have been given these things. We who are believers in the new covenant are actually given the Spirit of God to partake of the mind of God, okay? And Paul's argument here is really what we can know. The scripture is always used as the things we can't know. But as you're about to see, the very next verse says, "But God has revealed them." What has he revealed? He's revealed the things that eye cannot see or ear hear or entered into the heart or mind of man, the things which God has prepared for those who love him. God has actually revealed those things to us through his Spirit, for the Spirit searches all things, yes, the deep things of God. And he goes on to explain through the rest of the chapter that nothing knows a man but his own spirit. And so nothing knows God. No person can know God except the Spirit of God. But we have been given an intimate relationship with God, so intimate through his Spirit that we can know the very deep things of God. We can know the things which were unknown in the Old Testament. The things that were mysteries in the Old Testament. This is consistent throughout Paul's writings, okay? And again, I'm not saying I know everything about God because I have the Spirit, but the point is I can know anything about God because I have the Spirit. And that is an amazing teaching to me. And it just kind of annoys me that this scripture, which is actually used to say what we can know, is so often used to support the things that we cannot know, which was really not the point of that scripture or that whole passage in any way. And so, again, I hope that's an encouragement. Hopefully I didn't offend too many people, but that's the first one. So if you have any ideas for any other ones as we go through these, again, leave a comment on Facebook or on my blog. Maybe it's about some scriptures that you may feel, I don't know whether I'll agree, but whether you feel are kind of taken out of context often. Like I said, I've got 3 or 4, so I don't know, surprise me. Thanks a lot. Peace.